So question 18 gets into converting kilometers into miles. Again, the easiest way to do this is probably just use the conversion factors. So kilometers to miles, let's see if we can find kilometers to miles. So notice that 1 kilometer is basically like half a mile, you know. So again, a kilometer is actually, a mile is actually bigger than a kilometer. Because so like 1 mile would be like 2 kilometers, if you will. So 1 kilometer is like half a mile. So that means the miles is actually a big unit of measurement. Anyway, so for me, I would say, if I'm using estimation, you know, uh, around 1 mile would be approximately 2 kilometers, if you will, if I'm just using estimation, just to kind of get an idea of some things. So now from I do know that when I run that, 5 kilometers is 3.1 miles because I learned that through working in running. So in our problem though, we don't have to think that hard. We have kilometers and we want to go to miles. So we want to go from kilometers to miles. So from kilometers to miles, we can just use this conversion factor of multiplying by 0.6214. So the 63, we can multiply by, again, kilometers to miles, 0.6214. So 0.6214. So if we multiply those two numbers together, that'll give us the answer in miles. So 63 kilometers, if we multiply that by the 0.6214, that'll turn it into miles for us. So around 39 point, again, I think they say round to three decimal places here. So this 39.18, I'm sorry, 1482. So they want us to round to this 8. But notice how the 2 tells us to round it back down and not round up. So this is going to round then to 39.148, not 39.149. So again, as an estimation, I know that a kilometer is like half of a mile. So if I was just using estimation, I would have said 63 divided by 2 would have been an estimation. So around, 31 miles. So notice how that's a rough estimation there. It's actually 39.148 miles. So for me, if I was walking, that's a big difference. But when it's driving, you know, 31, 32 miles, 39 miles, it's not that big of a difference in time. It would only be a few minutes longer to do that. So notice how, again, this conversion sheet is very powerful to have. So, and again, it's always easy to find one out there on the internet or just make your own and put it in a binder.